We now know quite a bit about atoms, electron configurations, and many other concepts. So we are ready to visually depict groups of atoms in order to find out how they will bond to one another to form compounds. The convention we will use is that of Lewis symbols or Lewis dot structures. A Lewis symbol will refer to an individual atom, so let's learn how to draw those first before drawing complete structures. A Lewis symbol will consist of an element's chemical symbol surrounded by some dots. These dots are the valence electrons of that atom. When we place these dots, we must use 4 coordination sites, or basically the area to the top, bottom, left, and right of the chemical symbol. And we will place 1 electron in each location before doubling them up, sort of like Hund's rule. These are the Lewis symbols for the elements in period 3 of the periodic table. You can see how the dots are distributed as we go from 1 to 8 valence electrons. And we can see that up through silicon, each electron is alone, and then from phosphorus to argon, we begin placing a second electron in each coordination site. If we want to draw Lewis symbols for cations and anions, it's really no different. For a cation, we simply remove a particular number of dots and display the corresponding charge. For anions, we add dots and display the charge. These individual Lewis symbols are what we combine in order to show a Lewis dot structure for a compound. If that compound is ionic, we simply place the Lewis structures of the ions next to one another. If we want to use Lewis symbols to represent all the atoms in a covalent compound, we have to show the manner in which the electrons are shared between the atoms. To do this, we simply need to draw the Lewis symbols for each atom in the compound, and then wherever there are unpaired electrons, atoms can come together to form a covalent bond. For example, here are 2 chlorine atoms, each with 7 valence electrons, one of which is unpaired. The 2 atoms come together to form a covalent bond consisting of the unpaired electrons. In Lewis dot structures, covalent bonds will be represented by a line. Remember that any line in a Lewis dot structure contains 2 electrons. And we can also have lone pairs, which are pairs of electrons that are not participating in any bonds. Each chlorine atom has 3 lone pairs here. Here are a few more examples of covalent compounds represented as Lewis dot structures. Notice that each pair of electrons in a covalent bond is expressed as a line, while lone pairs remain individual dots. Those are the basics when it comes to Lewis symbols and Lewis dot structures.